Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of my podcast. And today we're going to talk about depression and how depression can alter your whole entire life. Now, depression can literally bring you down or it can help you rise up to the top. And you can use depression as a way of you healing from trauma that you've once experienced, whether that's heartbreak, whether it's a grief that you are grieving, some loss in the family, things like that, or you feel lost in life and you feel as if you're not really worth your life existence. So you then feel depressed of being alive. And I'm here to say here are a few signs that you are depressed. And if you are checking these boxes, I suggest that you go and get help ASAP. Now, if you are feeling depressed, one, you always get mad very fast. Like everything pisses you off. You literally have no patience for anything, and anything that does not go your way, you literally get so upset. You get so mad at everything, and you're like, "Why me? Why is this happening? Why can't it go away?" You know. Another sign is your room is always a mess. You are so upset at yourself that you just don't even have time to clean it, and you don't want to clean it, and you just don't know what to do with your mess that you've created. And literally, when your room is a mess, you just let it be, because if you try and fix it, it's gonna get messy again. So it's just like, it is what it is. You don't really care for your room at all. Another reason that you could be depressed is that you always you isolate yourself from everybody around you, as in you don't want to be around nobody. You just want to be to yourself, and you just want to know that you are okay with just being alone, because you are hurt and you want to be healed, so you want to be alone. Another reason that you are depressed is that you are addicted to bad habits, which could mean either you're smoking weed, you're drinking liquor, alcohol to have fun and ease away your stress, and addicted to the internet. You don't want to be addicted to those bad habits, because those bad habits will literally, eat you alive, and you don't want that to happen to you. And another way that you are depressed is that you hold everything in, as in you don't even want to talk about why you are depressed. You just are depressed to the point where you just can't really say how you are feeling to anybody else. You just are so upset at yourself that you don't want nobody to know, because you don't want nobody to really make fun of you or anything like that. So you are just so depressed. But if any of these options that I just mentioned click to you, you are depressed. And it is okay to feel that you are depressed. You just have to really do something about it, so that you don't have to keep being depressed and keep being upset. Now, the thing that helped me a lot with getting out of my depression is just listening to audiobooks. And when you listen to audiobooks, it's like you're not really reading the book is being read to you. So now you better understand what the book is being told about. So you always want to get something that, piques your interest, and you just keep good tabs on it, and you always want to just keep up with the next chapter and just keep going. So always keeping yourself productive in something that you enjoy doing. That's what helps you to get out of depression. Another way you can get out of depression is you can first figure out why you are depressed, and then you can actually go to therapy, and somebody can maybe help you out with what you are going through. They'll ask you questions as in, how did you get depressed? When did depression first happen to you? And they'll figure out ways to where you can do something so that you are not depressed as much anymore. And then eventually you can, not be depressed anymore. And when you are depressed, you often get lazy. So it's like when you're lazy and you're unproductive, you have to do something in your spare time. So what you want to do is you want to go to the gym. That helps with depression. When you go to the gym, you work out on yourself, you start seeing results on your body that you've worked out for at least a month straight. You will see results, and those sad feelings of sadness that you were feeling before won't be really important to you anymore, because now you're seeing results and you're flexing your body and you want to see growth in the near future. So you are doing the best you can to better yourself. So you don't want to just, look down on yourself while you're working out, because when you're working out, you have to focus on your workouts so that you are doing the correct workout so that you don't hurt yourself while you're working out. So working out is a good way. And finding a hobby that makes you feel important, that is a good thing. I do YouTube. I make YouTube videos about just me trying to impact and motivate people to inspire them to chase their dreams. And this actually helps me out because now I have something to do, and I'm not just on my phone scrolling through social media looking at things that I can't have, or looking at things I wish I had and I can't obtain it, and this is just reality of people. People are comparing themselves to other people. And that's another thing that you should do to stop being depressed inside, is to stop comparing yourself to other people, because you don't know who can really change in the next 2 to 3 months after you've done watch them. You don't know if they're faking it or not. So you just want to be careful of who you watch and who you look up to, because the only person you should look up to is yourself, because you want to see yourself succeed. You want to see yourself win. So you have to always keep chasing your greatness that you have inside of you. So another way that you can, get undepressed is get a hug from somebody from time to time. Just, have compassion with people that you actually know, because the more you share compassion and love with somebody else, that love will grow over time, and then you will be more, upbeat, and you won't be sad all the time. And you don't want to be sad all the time, because sadness, it crowds over you, and then it spreads energy to everybody else. You know, if you're too sad all the time, people aren't gonna want to be around you, because you're looking down, you're not your true self, and people aren't used to that you. So you have to make sure that you change your old version of you to a new version so that you are not depressed anymore. And normally when I was depressed, I would try to hide it by just making people laugh, but you have to figure out your own way to get out of depression. And the main cause of depression is just lack of having things, like lack of having money. It builds up stress over time, and then the more stress that you have, you tend to just be so upset that you don't have no money, and you can't do anything without money. So you want to do things, but you can't because you're limited to lack of money, and that what's make you so upset, because now you see other people with money, and they get to have the life that they always want, and you don't have anything. And it's just like you can't really do much. um just being alone, being lonely, being single all the time, you're seeing other couples having, their moments, and you wish you could have a relationship just like that. And you done gone through a couple of heartbreaks with relationships, and they just haven't worked out for you, and you just hope that it would work out one day, but you just gone through so many relationships that did not work out, and you're just wondering when is your chance and when is your time to go. you know the feeling of being lonely all the time really takes a toll on you, and that's the main reason why people get depressed, is because they're alone. They have nobody to talk to, no one to call their own. you know Everything is always on them. And another way that you can get depressed is through grief, through family. Like if you're, taking care of your family and nobody takes care of you, and you get sad all of a sudden, it's because you are feeling left out, and you don't want to feel left out. So you feel lack of trust into someone that you poured your whole, heart to. Now you feel as if you cannot trust nobody, because now your trust was broken with somebody else. So now you have to put your guard up, you know? So instead of being upset that you are feeling lack of trust, all you have to do is just put your guard up and make sure that, because you don't want to just, throw away valuable friendships over one friendship that didn't work out for you. You never want to burn bridges, and you never know when you need that person back again. So just be careful of who you, just get rid of just because you are feeling a inconvenience in their life or in your life. But depression is really big, and some people really take depression to the extreme. And some people, they use other things to distract them from, you know, being depressed and sad. It's like, no, you need to better your life and better yourself. And that's the way you actually become not upset anymore. The feeling of you winning will make you more happy than you not winning. So don't try and just smoke weed and get high. And then now you really need to rely on weed to make you not sad anymore, because now when you are relying on these bad habits to make you free from sadness, it's like, what happens when you don't have weed now? Now you're gonna feel even mad on top of being upset. You're gonna be frustrated and mad. You don't want that. So you just have to just figure out other ways to get you out of being depressed. Go for a jog. If it's cool outside in the cool weather, go for a jog. Make sure that you are working on your body. Exercise is the best medicine. Laughter is the best medicine. Make people laugh around you. You know, be around people that make you laugh, because those jokes can really make bring the best out of you, and you are more happier just by being around other people. So don't be sad and don't stay in misery, because the more you stay in misery, the more it's going to hurt you. And if you can't take the hurt for too long, then what other option do you have? So you always have to be happy, at least majority of your life, because your life depends on it. You have to be alive and just be wonderful of what you've gone through, because depression is only going to be there for how long that you want it to be there till. So if you want it for a little bit of time, you'll have it for a little bit of time. If you want it to be, majority of your life being depressed and stuff, life happens to us, yes, but you have to look at your perspective and how you're going to change your life, even if you're going through the bad things in your life. So stop looking at, oh, I'm depressed, I can't do anything, woe is me. You're crying every day and you aren't doing anything to get yourself out of that crying state. You have to make sure you pick yourself up and give yourself another day of a new person. You have to become a new person if you want to succeed in this world, and you can't be depressed by doing it. What is your dream? What is your life goals that you want to accomplish? What is your bucket list? Like, just create a new bucket list. Write a book. Write your story of how you got depressed and how you got out of it. And I guarantee you, people will follow your story and they will look at you like, wow, this person is amazing and they've done a great job. So they'll look at your story, they'll relate to it, and then they'll probably take the same tips that you put in that book, and now you have a wonderful story that you've really inspired somebody to get out of depression. So you never know, you know. And my way of getting out of depression was my YouTube videos, and it really helps me and it motivates me to just keep going every single day, even if I know I'm tired, even though I know I'm burnt out, but I'm still trying to give impact so that people can know what they're expecting and what they're going through is not going to tear them apart. So you got this. If you are feeling depressed, there's always a phone number you can call, but just always be aware of what you are going through so that you can fight it off and you can win. But you got this. But thank you for listening to this episode of depression. If you're feeling depressed, please just stay another day. You got this. Your life is very more important to you, so you got this. Stay motivated and always have a good day. You got this. Let's go and keep your head up high, and wonderful things will happen to you. Let's go and have a good one.